Everyone, Cliff here in the shed, and welcome to another Wednesday waffle. And this one really will be a fair bit of waffle because not a lot's been happening. Excuse me. There was no I couldn't get one done last week because we went to Berlin for 4 days. I didn't exactly forget we were going to Berlin, but I knew we was going there, but I didn't think it was, well, I sort of did forget. But anyway, we went to Berlin, which was very nice. I've never been to Berlin before. I did live in Germany for a while when I was a squaddy, but not near Berlin. Anyway, so we went to Berlin Christmas marketing, so I didn't get anything done at all last week. And I haven't got an awful lot done since we've been back. What I have been doing, what I've got a bit tied up with, is my 3D printer. I've had a few problems with it. Anyway, there's about a 5-minute video here of what I have been doing. So this is the upturned Ender 6 3D printer I've got. I bought this after the fire. The CR10 I had got burnt, but I got this second hand on eBay. I haven't used it a fantastic amount, but I have been using it for about a year off and on. But it all went tits up a couple of weeks ago. For some reason something went wrong with the main board and the card reader on it. I did manage to get another main board from Ireland. Spares for these are very hard to get hold of. Creality stopped making them for some reason, even though I think it's far superior to the CR10 I had. But anyway, I've got another main board for it. But without the card reader it's very difficult to do anything, but you can go into it directly into the board. Let me zoom in and I'll show you what I mean. So once you've taken the actual bottom, you've got obviously a bit of plate on the bottom here, you take that off, and just here you've got a USB port, whatever. So I bought this lead. This has got like a female USB to this little USB A, B, whatever they are. That plugs in there, and then you can just plug a computer straight into that. So then you can run it straight off of the computer, and I've got Cure on here now. So I'll click onto that. I've got this is a little drawing I did in Fusion 360, which I have just printed, which I'll show you in a minute. But go onto this monitor side and you can move everything about here. You can do the temperatures up here. Various other bits and pieces which I don't really understand that much, but I can use the computer to run the printer, which is all I really wanted to do. Strangely enough, this morning this board here, which is the screen, this was working fine, but this packed up as well this morning. Not quite sure why. I probably got some shit in it or something because I'm a bit careless. But anyway, to facilitate using the this little lead I've got, I'll zoom in on the front just to show you what I've done. Yeah, so that I can use this lead, because obviously when the bottom plate's on you can't get to it. I cut this rather bad hole out here with a little multi-tool, drilled some holes and cut that out. And the little drawing on the bed of the Cura thing was this, which I 3D printed, which this slides into. It does slide into it. I won't do it because I've got to do it the other way around. And then this will go into there. I'll glue that on, and then I'll be able to plug the computer straight into the front of the 3D printer and use it again where it lives. So I'll get on with it, put it all back together and stick it back in its hole where it lives, and then I'll have my bench free again. So here's the printer as it is at the moment, and I can work it off of the computer alright, but I want to try and put a board back in it like an LCD screen and operate the printer on its own. I don't want to have to keep using my computer for it. Spares for these are really hard to come by, like I said, and I couldn't find a replacement, a direct replacement screen and card reader. I'm still not absolutely certain the card reader is knackered, but I'll find out, I hope, at some point. So this is what I've decided to do. So I've bought another screen. There's just leads and a knob left in that bag. So I've got this screen. This one, and it's much more like the one I had on me my old CR10. You have the knob here and you click it to, you scroll through the menu with that and you click it to thing. But this is the housing for the screen off of the original printer. This board won't fit in that, so I designed this in Fusion 360. Opened up in Cura and printing through the USB through the computer, I managed to print the new housing for the board. So this is the housing that I managed to print on the printer. Like I probably said already, I've got to edit this, I don't know where I'm going to put it together. But I did print this one using the computer to operate the 3D printer. And that does fit in there alright. That's that will all go together alright. Now, the reason I got this board and why I'm going down this route, apart from the fact that I couldn't find the spare part for the one I've got, there's a YouTube channel called TH3D, and they do all sorts of 3D stuff, printing that is, and they actually do sell this board and the firmware to. It's an upgrade for they reckon it's an upgrade to the Ender 6 printer, but they're American, so getting stuff from America is a bit of a pain in the arse. You always end up having to pay the tax and duties and whatever on them, which it's not that, it's the time and the tax and anyway. But anyway, but I managed to buy the board here, and you can just buy the firmware off them for $5 and they send you a link to it, you download it. But I've been struggling very badly trying to get the firmware downloaded onto a card to go to the next bit. I was hoping I'd have all that done, but I spent all day yesterday pissing about it, because it's like a rabbit hole, isn't it, when you're doing something on a computer and it don't work properly. You just keep going backwards and forwards. Well, I do anyway, because I'm not that great with computing. This is all about coding, which I know nothing about. So unless I can do it parrot fashion from sort of instructions, if something goes wrong, I really don't know where to start. So I keep ending up going back to square one. Well, I don't really keep going back to square one. I've never really got off of square one. But anyway, that is me next thing to try and figure out what's going wrong with that and get it done and see if I can do that. And if I do, I'll let you know. But like I say, I can use the 3D printer as it is. I just want to use it as a standalone thing. So that's about it really for what I've been doing. Yeah, since going through Creality and all the sort of places you would expect to find the spares for them, I have now found out I can get one off Temu. I don't know if you've ever heard of Temu. They're A bit like AliExpress, or actually it might be AliExpress, not Temu, sorry, it's AliExpress. They've actually got them, and card readers. So I might just bite the bullet, buy one off them, hope it turns up, and see if I can whack it straight in, but I don't know what I'm going to do about it yet. I'm going to keep trying with this board for, well, till after Christmas anyway. Anyway, that's about it really, that's all I've done. Anyway, one of the reasons I wanted to do this video today is just to say thanks for watching for the year. Have a very Merry Christmas. And me and the Fig Pig, we'll see you next year. Have the best Christmas you can, and we'll see you again. Bye for now. Say ta-da. Give me a wave. Bye bye. Ooh, you ugly dog.